Who's going to take the welterweight title shot? Shavkat Rakhmonov or Ian Garry? In today's video, we break down everything you need to know about their big fight this weekend. Let's dive in. We're about to witness one of the most electrifying welterweight showdowns in UFC history. It's Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Garry, a battle that promises to light up the octagon. This is no ordinary fight though. This isn't just about two fighters looking to win. This is the gateway to a title shot. The winner of this fight will face Belal Muhammad for the prestigious welterweight championship. You know what that means, right? We're talking about the potential to be the next face of one of the most competitive divisions in MMA today. And on top of that, this is the final pay-per-view card of the year, UFC 310. So, what's at stake? Everything. These fighters know that their destiny is within reach. One of them will be standing on the precipice of greatness. But here's the kicker. It's not just about talent. The mental warfare between these two has already begun. Shavkat Rakhmonov has been vocal, claiming that his sparring sessions with Ian Garry in the past have proven that he's the better fighter. However, Garry isn't backing down, confidently stating that he's the future in the division, and even predicting a future middleweight title fight. And we got some deep layers to unpack here, from sparring to personal mind games, and let's not forget that both of these fighters are known for their explosive skills. Rakhmonov's devastating knockout power and Garry's technical striking, making this one of the most anticipated matchups in the UFC calendar. Let's break down everything you need to know about this electric showdown. This fight is the ultimate test for both of these welterweight warriors. On paper, Shavkat Rakhmonov is the heavy favorite. He is undefeated, has shown relentless pressure in all of his fights, and possesses the kind of devastating knockout power that could end any fight in a split second. However, his opponent, Ian Garry, has quickly become one of the most hyped fighters in the division. With an undefeated record of his own and a growing fan base, Garry is bringing a highly technical style of striking that focuses on distant management, crisp punches, and an elusive fighting approach that could present a unique challenge for Rakhmonov. The stakes are as high as they get. The winner of this fight will earn the right to face Belal Muhammad for the welterweight title, putting them one step closer to claiming UFC gold. But what makes this fight even more intriguing is the history between these two fighters. They have sparred in the past, and according to Rakhmonov, he's gotten the better of Garry during those sessions. But the real story here is the footage of these sparring sessions was never released, sparking questions and curiosity. Rakhmonov has hinted that Ian Garry's wife recorded the sparring sessions, but it is yet to see the light of day. Does that play into the mental dynamics of this upcoming fight? These unanswered questions only add fuel to the fire as the buildup intensifies. Ian Garry, however, is fully confident that he's the better fighter. He's not just thinking about this upcoming fight, but already predicting that a win over Rakhmonov will set him up for a showdown against Kamaru Usman, and perhaps an even middleweight title fight down the road. His bold predictions and fearless attitude have made him one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC today. But with Rakhmonov's superior grappling and knockout power, it's a clash of styles that can go either way. Will it be a battle of striking, or will Rakhmonov bring it to the ground where his experience and submission game shine? For both Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Garry, this fight represents much more than a mere chance at a title shot. It's about shaping their legacies. Rakhmonov has stormed through the welterweight division with an undefeated record, a feat that has turned heads across the MMA world. However, Garry presents a different type of challenge, one that could test Rakhmonov's skills and mental fortitude in ways he hasn't yet experienced. With Garry's technical striking, confidence, and youthful ambition, this fight pushes Rakhmonov to prove that his dominance isn't just about beating lesser competition, but overcoming the new generation of top-tier fighters. For Garry, this is the ultimate opportunity to prove that he belongs among the sport's elite. His rise through the ranks has been impressive, with several notable victories under his belt. But this fight is different. It's not just another win to add to his resume, it's a defining moment. A victory over Rakhmonov will solidify his place at the top of the division and show the world that his confidence is backed by undeniable skill. This is the fight that could mark the beginning of a new era in the welterweight division. Shavkat Rakhmonov's undefeated record is one of the most talked about aspects of this fight. His ability to stay undefeated in a division full of top-tier talent is a testament to his skill, determination, and fighting IQ. But going into a fight with someone like Garry, who has shown great composure and adaptability in his own right, puts a significant amount of pressure on Rakhmonov. How will he handle the possibility of losing for the first time? For Ian Garry, this fight is about proving that he is the future of the welterweight division. His past sparring with Rakhmonov has been a topic of conversation. After all, Rakhmonov's experience and undefeated streak might give him an advantage in the mental game. This fight is Gary's chance to prove that he can hang with the best, and perhaps even put an end to Rakhmonov's streak. The challenge is daunting, but Gary has belief that he can take his game to the next level. Now, how did Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Garry end up in this fight? The journey to this fight has been full of intrigue, with both fighters playing their part in the story. Rakhmonov, a fighter who has made a name for himself through his devastating power and relentless pressure, has called out for a title shot for some time. He's been vocal about his ambitions to face the top fighters in the welterweight division, and now his chance is here. The past sparring session between Rakhmonov and Garry adds an interesting wrinkle to the storyline. On Ariel Helwani's show, Rakhmonov claimed that their sparring session left Garry looking outclassed. But here's the twist. No footage of that sparring session has been made public, leaving fans to wonder if Rakhmonov is playing a psychological game or if Garry truly struggled. The fact that the footage remains hidden raises suspicions about what might have happened during those sparring rounds. Adding another layer to the drama, Ian Garry has recently announced that he'll have Charles Oliveira in his corner for this fight. Oliveira, known for his incredible jiu-jitsu and submission game, could prove to be the perfect coach to help Garry prepare for a fighter like Rakhmonov, who excels in those areas. Rakhmonov, however, wasn't impressed by Garry's announcement, and his response was just as fiery as you expect from a fighter with something to prove. He's confident that his experience and skill set are more than enough to take down Garry, and he's determined to show that Oliveira's influence won't be enough to turn the tide in Garry's favor. The Rakhmonov vs. Garry bout will take place at UFC 310, the final pay-per-view event of the year. This isn't just any fight, it's the culmination of months of build-up, training, and trash talk. The winner will move on to face Belal Muhammad for the welterweight title, making it one of the most significant matchups in the UFC in recent memory. If Rakhmonov wins, he'll solidify his position as the top contender in the welterweight division and get his much anticipated fight against Muhammad. This will be the opportunity that he's been waiting for. Will his undefeated record continue, or will he be stopped in his tracks by Garry? If Garry wins, the implications are massive. He'll not only announce himself as a legitimate title contender, but he'll also likely shift the dynamics of the welterweight division. Already talking about potential middleweight title challenges, Garry has big plans for his career. A victory over Rakhmonov would send shockwaves through the MMA world, especially given how many people are betting on Rakhmonov's dominance. Training camps play a huge role in the success of any fighter, and in this case, both Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Garry have elite teams behind them. Rakhmonov trains at a top-tier gym in Kazakhstan, where he works with some of the best fighters in the world. His style is built around relentless pressure, grappling, and a brutal knockout ability. His fighting IQ is high, and he's used to adapting to whatever his opponents throw at him. Will that be enough to handle Garry's technical striking and mobility? Garry, on the other hand, has recently recruited Charles Oliveira to his corner. Oliveira, one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the world, will be an asset in helping Garry prepare for the grappling challenges that Rakhmonov brings. Oliveira's experience in the octagon, particularly in dealing with top-tier fighters, could be the key difference maker in this fight. And that's all for today, folks. Who do you think takes the win, Shavkat or Ian Garry? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.